Stop whatever you're doing because what's exploding across the internet right now makes every other celebrity scandal look tiny. In this imagined universe, Atlanta's hip-hop scene is on the verge of total collapse as breaking news erupts. Rashida has finally spoken out after her kids were shockingly linked to the mysterious death of rapper T. Hood. You heard that right, the same Rashida, who built an empire off hustle. Grace and family unity is now standing in the middle of an emotional hurricane that's tearing her world apart. The story broke just hours ago when an anonymous source leaked alleged surveillance footage showing two familiar faces in a black SUV moments before T. Hood's final night went horribly wrong. Since then, chaos has reigned online. Twitter is in shambles, Instagram has gone nuclear, and even major media outlets are scrambling to separate fact from fiction. But the real bombshell came when Rashida, usually the calm, composed queen of Southern glamour, broke down live on camera. With tears streaming down her face, she cried out, "My babies didn't do this. Somebody's setting us up." Fans are torn. The industry is whispering. And insiders claim there's a secret connection between Rashida's family and T. Hood that's been buried for years. One that could explain everything. And tonight, everything changes. Because leaked messages, emotional confessions, and a chilling voice recording are about to flip this entire story upside down. It began like any other. Atlanta night neon lights bouncing off tinted windows, bass pounding through car doors, and cameras flashing wherever the stars gathered. But just after midnight, the city that never sleeps fell silent. Word spread like wildfire. Rapper T. Hood had been found dead under mysterious circumstances. No witnesses, no suspects. Just a burning question that would haunt everyone who heard it. What really happened that night? Within hours, rumors started bubbling. Streets were whispering about a black SUV seen speeding away from the scene. Police scanners mentioned unidentified passengers. Then a bystander uploaded a shaky cell phone clip up quick. Blurry moments showing two young figures ducking into that same SUV. And here's where the story went from tragic to explosive. Internet sleuths zoomed in, enhanced the footage, and froze the frame. That's when someone commented, "Wait, isn't that Rashida's son?" The clip went viral in minutes. Hashtags erupted. Hashtag Frost Family Scandal. Hashtag The Was Set Up. Hashtag Justice for Though OD. Bloggers went feral. Love and hip-hop fans flooded timelines with old photos of Rashida's kids, comparing hairstyles, clothes, even sneakers. By dawn, the rumor wasn't just circulating, it had consumed the culture at first. Rashida said nothing. Silence. Her boutique was closed. Her socials wiped clean. Kirk Frost, usually quick to clap back, was nowhere to be found. Fans were begging for a statement, praying it was all a misunderstanding. But behind the scenes, something darker was brewing. A supposed law enforcement insider leaked a cryptic message to a gossip site. "We have footage, but we're being told to hold it. There are names we can't touch yet." That one sentence sent the internet into meltdown mode. Names we can't touch. Everyone knew what that meant: power, influence, protection. By noon, a second clip dropped. This time, the quality was crystal clear. A traffic cam caught the same SUV pulling into a gas station 15 minutes after the alleged shooting. The driver, hidden under a hoodie. But the passenger, young light-skinned, same chain Rashida's son was known for wearing, looked up directly at the camera. Twitter exploded. "It's him. There's no way. This can't be real." Hours later, a voice note leaked, allegedly from a woman close to T. Hood's circle. Her words were trembling, terrified. He was supposed to meet someone from Frost's side that night. Said it was about money, something that went bad months ago. He thought it was business. He didn't know he was walking into danger. Fans went wild. Money, bad blood. Was this a deal gone wrong? By that evening, a YouTube channel dropped a supposed exclusive police transcript. It wasn't confirmed, but it spread like wildfire anyway. The document described an anonymous call placed minutes after the shooting. Two young males were seen arguing with the victim near a black vehicle before shots were fired. That was all it took. Every news site, every gossip blog, every podcast was screaming the same headline: Rashida's children under suspicion. The next morning, TMZ-style reporters cornered Rashida outside her boutique. Cameras flashed, mics shoved in her face. Did your kids know T-Hood? Are you cooperating with investigators? What do you have to say to the fans? Rashida froze, tears glimmering under her sunglasses. For a split second, she opened her mouth, then stopped, got into her car, and sped off. But a fan caught what she whispered to her assistant as she slammed the door. "They're lying on my family." That clip alone hit 10 million views in under 2 hours. Meanwhile, new evidence started surfacing. A burner Twitter account claiming to be a friend of the Frost family posted screenshots of text messages allegedly between Rashida's eldest son and a contact saved as T. One message read, "We good for tonight?" The reply, "Yeah, just bring what you owe." That was the match that set the internet ablaze. Bloggers accused Rashida of hiding her children. Reddit threads dissected the Frost family timeline, where they'd been, who they'd been seen with, even who they'd followed online. Some fans started theorizing that Rashida's kids had been set up by someone targeting the family. Others insisted the Frosts were untouchable and had powerful friends protecting them. And then, out of nowhere, a voice recording surfaced. The clip, allegedly from a private phone call between two record label executives, featured one saying, "You know it's connected to the Frost kids, but we can't say that publicly." She's got pull, man. They're locking the story down. Cue the chaos. TikTok creators began piecing together conspiracies, hidden relationships, old music beefs, and even rumors of a secret collab between T-Hood and one of Rashida's sons that never saw daylight. A lost track titled "Loyalty Over Love" was unearthed, supposedly written by T-Hood weeks before his death. Fans flooded the comments with speculation. He was warning us. This was about betrayal. Then came the biggest twist yet. A video surfaced showing Rashida arriving at a private Atlanta studio 2 days after T-Hood's death. Dressed in all black, she walked quickly, avoiding cameras. But a bystander recorded her saying under her breath, "They're not talking to nobody without me present." That clip sent shockwaves through the industry. Why was she meeting privately? What was she trying to control? Late that night, Rashida finally broke her silence. She went live on Instagram, her eyes red, her voice trembling. "My heart is broken," she began. "T-Hood was family to us. Our kids grew up together. He used to be at our house. Y'all don't even know the truth." Fans filled the comments. "Tell us what happened. Are your sons safe? Who's framing you?" Rashida took a shaky breath. "What I'm about to say might get twisted, but I need to say it anyway. This was not random. Somebody's trying to destroy my family, and they're using his death to do it." The live abruptly cut off after that. Some claimed Instagram crashed due to high traffic. Others believed she was cut off on purpose. Minutes later, an anonymous Reddit post appeared titled "The Frost Cover-Up." It claimed there was a hidden connection between T-Hood's death, a missing duffel bag filled with cash, and a deal gone wrong between families. The post ended with one chilling sentence: "If you think this was an accident, check who called the shots that night." By morning, Rashida's boutique was surrounded by reporters. She didn't show up. Her kids' social media accounts were deactivated. Kirk Frost released a brief statement. "We're asking for privacy. Our family is grieving too." But no one was buying it. The whispers were getting louder. The evidence was stacking up. And somewhere in the chaos, a new leak hit a voicemail left on T-Hood's phone just hours before his death. The voice. A young male. The message: "We'll pull up. Just make sure you alone." That message changed everything. Because that voice sounded eerily familiar, and the world was about to find out why. The voicemail leaked just after sunrise. And by then, the internet was already trembling under the weight of what was coming. Everyone had heard the voice, raw, young, confident, almost careless. The moment that audio clip hit social media, fans began dissecting every syllable. And within an hour, the speculation turned into accusation. The top comment under every post was the same. "That's Rashida's son's voice." That's Rashida's son's voice. The clip went from Twitter to TikTok to the evening news in under 6 hours. YouTubers slowed it down, matched the pitch, compared speech patterns to old videos from Rashida's family vlogs. The verdict from the internet jury: guilty? The voice was a match. Bloggers began flooding the timeline with headlines like "The Frost Empire Crumbling," an exclusive Rashida's son, identified as "mystery caller in T-Hood" case. Even verified journalists started tweeting that law enforcement sources had confirmed the voicemail's authenticity. But then came the twist that nobody saw coming. A supposed police document leak hit the web. Screenshots of interrogation notes allegedly from an officer questioning a young male relative of a prominent Atlanta family. The notes described the suspect as nervous, evasive, repeatedly referencing loyalty, refusing to name associates. The initials listed on the file: DF. That was enough for the internet to lose its mind. DF, the initials of Rashida's eldest son, began trending within minutes. Fans flooded his old posts with accusations. "You got blood on your hands. Tell your mama to stop hiding the truth. Justice for T-Hood." It got so bad that Rashida had to shut down her boutique's Instagram page after thousands of angry comments flooded every post. But instead of retreating, Rashida came out swinging. That night, she posted a 6-minute video. No glam, no filters, no music, just her sitting in the dark, whispering, "My heart is broken. But let me say this loud and clear. My children are not killers. My family is not perfect, but we would never take a life." She paused, wiped tears, then added, "I know who's behind this. And when I say they tried to destroy me before, believe me, they're trying again." The video hit 10 million views in under 2 hours. Fans went from accusing her family to demanding answers. "Who is they?" One comment read, "Name names." And then, as if on cue, a new bombshell dropped. A YouTuber known for leaking verified celebrity evidence uploaded a Senling Minute expose titled "Inside the Frost T-Hood Feud: The Secret Nobody Knew." In the video, they claimed that months before T-Hood's death, he and Rashida's eldest son had a falling out over unreleased studio money. The narrator described alleged demise between the two, where T-Hood wrote, "You playing with my bread. Don't make me pull up." The YouTuber showed receipts, screenshots that appeared to show the argument escalating, with Rashida's son replying, "You don't want that smoke." Whether real or not, it was enough. The internet declared war. That same night, a Twitter space with over 100,000 listeners titled "Did the Frost Kids Do It?" raged for hours. Fans argued, cried, and cursed. A woman claiming to be close to T-Hood's manager dropped a chilling detail live on air. "T-Hood told me he was meeting them to fix things. He said he didn't want drama, just resolution. He never came back." The recording went viral. And then came the most explosive moment yet. A voice memo surfaced, allegedly from a Chrome 23 crew member who worked an event both T-Hood and Rashida's family attended just a week before his death. In it, the voice said, they were arguing in the parking lot. It got bad. Security had to separate them. Rashida told her son, "We don't do street stuff." He walked away fuming. The internet lost it. She knew, flooded every comment section. She tried to stop it, screamed others. Then, the most dramatic twist of all, leaked footage, grainy but gut-wrenching, appeared online. Security camera video from a gas station time-stamped the night of the murder, showing a black SUV pulling up to a pump. A passenger stepped out, young, hooded, moving nervously. For a split second, he looked straight at the camera before getting back in. The resemblance was undeniable. Fans froze the frame, enhanced it, zoomed in, and compared it to photos from Rashida's family's Instagram. The chain, the stance, the hoodie, The resemblance was too close for comfort by the next morning. Rashida's son was the #1 trending topic in the country. News outlets began camping outside her home. Helicopters hovered over the Frost estate. Paparazzi followed every Frost vehicle through Atlanta. Kirk Frost was photographed yelling into his phone outside a restaurant, looking furious. But the firestorm reached nuclear levels when Rashida went on live television. She appeared on Atlanta Now, eyes red but fierce. "You think I'm scared?" she said. "Y'all think I'm gonna sit here and let strangers destroy my children? I know the truth about what happened that night, and soon the world will too. T. Hood was like a nephew to me. My kids loved him. But he was in some things that went too far." Okay, that one line, "he was in some things that went too far," detonated online, like dynamite. Some called it victim blaming. Others said she'd just revealed there was more to T. Hood's death than anyone thought. Minutes later, an anonymous user dropped a new leak, a recording allegedly from a police wiretap. The tape featured a male voice saying, "She told me not to go, but I had to make it right." Then a second voice, older, deeper, replied, "You know, they're watching us now. You messed up." The voices were distorted, but fans were convinced it was Rashida's son and his father. Within hours, #WiretapFrost trended globally. Meanwhile, emotional reactions poured in from every corner of the industry. Tamar Braxton tweeted, "The truth always burns before it heals." Candy Burris posted, praying for all the families involved. This is deeper than music. Even 50 Cent jumped into the chaos with his usual shade. That Frost money ain't enough to cover this heat. Social media was a war zone. Half the internet demanded Rashida's family be arrested. The other half insisted they were being framed. And then, someone leaked the unthinkable. A surveillance clip from outside T. Hood's condo, showing him leaving with a man in a hoodie. The two laughed, shook hands, and walked toward that now infamous black SUV. But as the clip zoomed out, another figure appeared in the distance, someone watching them from across the street. A woman, and fans swore that woman looked exactly like Rashida. The internet froze. Theories exploded. Was she there? Was she following them? Did she know something would happen? Within hours, that frame of Rashida's supposed silhouette became the image of the scandal. Her face in shadow, standing on a street corner. The caption, "What was she doing there?" Paparazzi surrounded her house. News trucks parked outside her boutique. Protesters showed up chanting "Justice for T. Hood." And just when people thought it couldn't possibly get worse, another leak dropped. This time it wasn't a clip. It was a handwritten note found in T. Hood's car, dated the day before his death. The letter said, "I know what they did. If anything happens to me, check the Frosts." That was the line that shattered the internet. Screenshots of the note flooded every timeline. Some said it was fake. Others believed it was the smoking gun. Rashida's silence after that note went viral, sent everyone spiraling. She didn't post, didn't respond, didn't deny. Then, 3 days later, she reappeared, live, crying, furious. "They're painting me as a monster," she said, tears streaming down her cheeks. "But I know my kids. I know what really happened. I've got proof, and when I drop it, the whole world's gonna see who's really behind this." And that's when the feed cut off mid-sentence. The live ended abruptly, and moments later, a mysterious account posted a single cryptic tweet, the proof she mentioned. "It's not what you think, not what you think." The account name, @thoughdlegacy. And attached was one sentence that sent chills across every phone screen. "She's lying. I have the tapes." When that tweet hit, the internet went completely insane. The account @thoughdlegacy claiming to represent the truth. Behind T. Hood's death started dropping cryptic posts one after another, like digital grenades. The first one read, "They buried the story. They can't bury the proof." The second was even more terrifying. "Check the cloud. The drive has everything." Fans started panicking. Was this an inside whistleblower? Was it someone from T. Hood's team? Or worse, was it someone inside Rashida's circle who finally snapped? Within an hour, the account gained 3 million followers. Major blogs and news outlets tried to contact it, but whoever was running it stayed silent. Then, suddenly, a 30-second video clip appeared. The thumbnail was a blurred image of a man sitting in a car. When viewers hit play, they heard muffled voices, one male, one female. The woman said, "It's too late. I already know." The man's reply was chilling. "Then it's all going down together." The voices weren't confirmed, but the internet swore the female voice was Rashida's. Within minutes, that clip flooded every feed, every channel, every group chat. You could almost hear the collective gasp across social media. Fans reposted it with captions like, "This can't be real," and she really said that. But then, as if this scandal needed more gasoline, Online reported that police were reopening the investigation not just into T. Hood's death, but into potential witness tampering. Anonymous sources claimed a member of a high-profile Atlanta family had been in contact with detectives before the case went cold. That moment, every headline in America screamed the same thing: Rashida back under fire. The Frost family's empire started crumbling overnight. Brand deals vanished. Sponsors withdrew. Her boutique was vandalized with graffiti reading, "Tell the truth." And when reporters cornered her husband Kirk outside their store, his words made things even worse. "We're dealing with demons you don't understand." That phrase, "demons you don't understand," blew up everywhere. Fans started spinning wild theories. Some claimed Kirk meant the industry. Others thought he was referring to a cover-up involving record execs. But one post from a verified gossip blogger changed the narrative completely. A Frost family friend told me Rashida found something on T. Hood's phone before the cops did, and that's why she's terrified. That line sent social media into absolute meltdown soon after. A new leak hit, this time from the mysterious @T-Hood Legacy account again. It was a screenshot of an email exchange between two anonymous users. The subject line, "The video you asked for." The body read, "Don't worry. It'll upload automatically at midnight." People stayed awake waiting. Thousands counting down like it was New Year's Eve. And when the clock struck 12, the clip dropped. The video was chaotic, dark, shaky, filmed from a phone's dashboard camera. Two cars parked on a quiet street. A man believed to be T. Hood got out of one. He paced, looking tense. Then headlights appeared, the same black SUV from every rumor. Two figures stepped out. The sound was muffled, but one voice, low and angry, said, "We told you to chill." The other replied, "You took what's mine." Then, in the background, a female voice shouted, "Stop. This isn't how we fix this." A scuffle, a flush. The video cut off. Silence. The internet collectively lost its mind. That one clip destroyed everything people thought they knew. It wasn't just one side or the other. It was all of them. Everyone had a piece in the chaos. The hashtags changed instantly. Hashtag no more lies. Hashtag justice for all. Hashtag the video. Paparazzi surrounded Rashida's house again. Fans cried on live streams. Even celebrities were speechless. Tamer Braxton tweeted, "That video broke me." Candy Burris posted, "The truth hurts. Pray for both families." But not everyone believed what they saw. Some said the clip was doctored, edited to frame the Frosts. Meanwhile, Rashida went completely silent. No posts, no statements, no sightings. For 3 whole days, the Queen of Atlanta vanished. Then, suddenly, she reappeared. A shaky live video went up on her official Instagram. She sat in her living room, her face bare, eyes hollow. The first words she spoke were barely a whisper. "I've been quiet because I needed to breathe. Because the truth is darker than any of you know." She paused. "Over 1 million people were watching live. I didn't kill nobody. My kids didn't either. But yes, we were there. He came to talk. Things got out of control. Somebody else showed up. Someone who wanted tea, who'd gone for reasons y'all wouldn't understand." The chat exploded. Who? Say the name. Is it Kirk? Rashida's lip trembled. I can't say their name, but they know who they are, and they're watching this right now. Then she dropped a sentence that froze everyone to the core. That video y'all saw, that wasn't the whole thing. I've got the rest, and it shows the real shooter. It's the internet, COMBUSTED. She promised to release the full clip within 24 hours. Fans stayed glued to their phones, desperate for the upload. Every gossip outlet prepared breaking coverage. Even law enforcement issued a statement saying they were aware of potential new evidence. But then something strange happened. At 11:59 p.m., 1 minute before the supposed drop, Rashida's live disappeared. Her page went private. All her posts deleted. Every trace of the Frost brand vanished overnight. Reporters called it a digital blackout. Moments later, a final post appeared on the @Tesekhi Legacy account. A single line, "She's gone dark because she's not safe." The post included an attachment, a still image from a video that was never uploaded. It showed a man's hand holding a gun, the reflection in a car window catching a face in the background. It wasn't Rashida. It wasn't her son. It wasn't Tesekhi. It was someone else. Someone famous. Someone powerful. Someone who'd been quiet through the whole thing. The image blurred just enough to spark conspiracy theories. Bloggers claimed it was a music executive. Others swore it was another Atlanta artist known for violent lyrics. Some said the silhouette matched Kirk Frost himself. But before anyone could confirm it, Tesekhi Legacy was wiped from every platform. Gone without a trace. That vanishing act sent the internet into chaos all over again. Fans screamed about government involvement. Hashtags like hashtag. They silenced the truth and hashtag. Where is RASHEEDA trended for days. News outlets claimed Rashida had gone into hiding, while unverified reports suggested she'd fled Atlanta entirely. Then 1 week later, an anonymous YouTube channel uploaded a single black screen with a voice recording attached. The voice was unmistakable. "Rashida, you can't erase the truth," she said softly. "You can't bury it forever. They think it's over, but I'm still here. And when I come back, y'all will finally see who the real enemy is." The recording ended with a click. The internet froze once again. Fans, bloggers, even journalists admitted they had no idea what to believe anymore. Was Rashida a victim or a mastermind? Was Tesekhi's death part of something bigger? A web of industry, betrayal, and greed? Or was it all just a tragic misunderstanding that spun out of control? Nobody knew. Nobody knows. Nobody knew. Nobody knows. But one thing is certain, in this imagined universe, the truth didn't just shake Atlanta. It tore it apart, and the final words of Rashida's recording still echo across the internet. "They wanted to destroy my family, but I'm coming back for everything they took." Click. Silence. And the world waits for her return. If your heart's pounding right now, you're not alone. Because in this imagined world, Rashida's story has spiraled into one of the wildest, rawest, and most emotionally charged scandals in hip-hop history. From leaked voicemails to missing footage, from cryptic accounts to whispered betrayals, this isn't just gossip anymore. This is a full-blown saga of power, loyalty, and revenge unraveling in real time. But here's the thing, it's not over. Somewhere out there, the truth is still hiding, and when it hits, it's going to hit harder than ever. Whispers are spreading of a final upload, a drop that could expose who really pulled the strings that night. The moment that file surfaces, the entire story changes again. You need to be right here when it happens, so stop scrolling, hit that like button right now to show you're ready for the truth when it breaks. Drop a comment below. Is Rashida the victim of a setup, or is she part of something deeper? Are you hashtag Team Frost, or do you believe hashtag justice for though OD still hasn't been served? Your take keeps the story alive, and trust me, the world is watching every word. And whatever you do, subscribe. Don't just watch history unfold from the sidelines. Turn on your notifications, because when the next leak drops, when that final confession surfaces, you'll want to be here first. This is more than a scandal. It's a ticking time bomb wrapped in secrets, and the countdown has already begun. Stay locked in, because the next video might not just reveal the truth. It might expose everyone who tried to bury it.